What's up, folks? This is your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopax, with a new video. And the title of this video is The Occult Forces That Rule Your Life. Now, I could have also called it How to Actually Become a Magician. Okay? Let me break it down for you. Okay? Now, when it comes to the question of how to actually become a magician, how to actually become a sorcerer, how to actually become a witch, believe me, I'm not going to bore you with all this usual bullshit. Like, oh, first you get a dagger, then you get an altar, then you got to talk in a little high-pitched voice, okay? As if you had, whatever. Anyways, when is it? Man, being a magician and a sorcerer is first and foremost about internal awareness, okay? Being aware of what is going on around you, okay? So the first question I have for you is, right now, as you're watching this video, are you aware what direction you're looking into in terms of, is this north, east, south, west? What direction are you looking into? Because that's actually fucking important. That's actually important, okay? The world that we live in is ruled by natural laws, okay? And those go beyond physics, okay? It's not just gravity and all this other shit. There are occult laws, okay? And it actually matters what direction you're looking into in regards to the energy, okay? But in order to really sense that, you need to develop awareness. Now, let me give you a quick exercise. If you want to develop sensitivity to energies very quickly, you could do this, okay? Google planetary hours, okay? Download a table where it gives you the different hours that correspond with different planetary energies, okay? And then you set an alarm for an entire week, okay? Every hour, it rings, and then you check, okay, this is the hour of Jupiter, this is the hour of Saturn, this is the hour of the sun, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and you will see that after a couple days, you will not only become aware of a different quality in the air, but you're also going to see that it affects you, but also people around you, okay? So certain things are not going to happen during specific hours. Certain things are good for other hours, okay? This world is ruled by occult laws, occult forces, constantly, okay? Because it's nature, and despite of man's arrogance, who believes, or some of us believe that they're above nature, and that's not the case, okay? We are part of nature, and therefore we're being affected by these forces as well, okay? Period. It's just what it is, okay? So the world is determined by forces that are beyond physics, that are beyond mundane science, that are beyond intellectual understanding, okay? What does that mean? These are forces that are mainly affecting the subconscious of the individual as well as the collective unconscious, okay? You could read Psychology of the Masses by Gustave Le Bon. Okay, he breaks it down in a mundane way. Okay, he was a social scientist, but look, political rallies, what the fuck is that? That's not rational. Are you kidding me? These are unconscious forces. Like, what is pledging allegiance to a certain flag? What is that, man? What is, like, so many things that are going on in the world? Those are forces that are unseen, but they have very, very concrete effects on your life and on political events, on how the world actually works, okay? And there are wars in the invisible on a constant basis. Now, what the fuck does it have to do with you? And how can you use that to your benefit? The average person is incredibly small and fearful, if you will, okay? Why? Because they have no contact and no connection to these greater forces, okay? Now you, or as the aspiring magician, or you need to build a relationship with forces that are greater than you, okay? And that begins by loosening the boundaries of what you consider yourself. Okay? Because, I mean, what is the ego? Okay, a description of the ego will be the boundaries of self. Okay, that what you think is you, and everything outside of that is not you. Therefore, you have to protect those boundaries. Okay, now they're beneficial in order to survive a little bit. Okay, to an extent, but they bring a lot of problems with them as well. Okay, all of your suffering is rooted in that ego, and it's also a limitation at the same time. You see what I mean? So at least for your occult work, you need to loosen the boundaries of that idea of self. Okay, you need to get in touch with subtle energies. Subtle energies allow you contact with these forces that have sometimes been given a deific mask. Okay, have been given names such as this Horus. You see that? This is Horus. Ooh, I'm sure a lot of you know that one, right? Or this one. But what I'm saying is, you can build a relationship with these forces that have a specific purpose, a specific energy, and a specific power. And that stuff is constantly working all around you and through you, through the subconscious of everybody around you, you see? Now, imagine what you could do, who you could be, and what was possible if you could align yourself with these forces and make them work on your behalf. And this is what we do in magic. This is what we do in the occult. We align ourselves with the forces of destiny, you could say, that affect the world on a mass scale. Okay? And then we employ these forces to work on our behalf. Okay? We align ourselves with something greater to then reap the rewards of that on an individual level. Okay? Oh, my books are fucking falling off here. Anyways. The occult forces that affect you and affect the people around you, for the most part, are not in your conscious awareness. Okay? But they are setting the boundaries of what you allow yourself to feel, of what you allow yourself to do, of what comes into your life, about what is being, kept out of it. You see? All of you guys who want to accomplish these great goals, I don't know. Most of you will have great goals. I'm telling you, unless you work on that, loosening the boundaries of self and create a new self, and ideally align yourself with the force of nature and make that force of nature work on your behalf, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Okay, there's a reason why so many celebrities, there's a reason why so many people in very high positions are suspected to have occult ties. Okay, well, because they actually do. Why? Because they understand higher science. Okay, and this is an actual science, higher science. We study laws that actually make the universe tick, not your fucking high school physics class. Now. The message that I'm trying to get across in this video is really this. Okay, you need to loosen the boundaries of self through energy work, through meditation, and get in touch with the field of consciousness all around us. And then you use the specific forces that rule over aspects of the manifestations. Okay, and the physical world is just a shadow. It's just a shadow of what happened in the invisible. Everything in your life, and not just in yours, everything in the physical world began in the subtle realm, and then it came here. And the subtle realms are ruled by different laws. Okay, it's definitely not society's laws. 100% it's not society's laws. Number two, you can become an active player on the other side, in the subtle realms, in the unseen. And you can align yourself with forces like that. You can even command these forces. This is how fucking powerful you are, okay? And you know my message. I'm trying to empower you, okay? I'm trying to empower you. You guys have a potential that you haven't even began to tap into. Understand this, okay? And understand that it's much easier than you think. It's much easier than you think, okay? It's much easier than you think. You don't want to study an occult system for 5 years. And after those 5 years, be like, okay, now what? What the fuck do I do with it? I know a million correspondences. I know a million god names. I can do 55 rituals that are supposed to cleanse me, but in reality, they're just allowing the egregoria of the fucking order to feed off of you. Okay? Not gonna name names, but what do you think is happening with an occult group over time? Okay? It becomes a power play. Okay? You have people at the top, and they're guided by self-interest for the most part, okay? So every new member that comes in gives, through the rituals and through the initiations that they do, they get a direct access to point into their aura. And well, the energy has to go somewhere, right? Anyways, man, how do I wrap this up? Understand that you live in a world that is ruled by occult forces that are not visible, invisible, but they have a very, 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 very concrete effect on your life and global events, the world as a whole, everything around you, okay? Stop being blind and align yourself with your true nature and your greater power. And when you do that, your life will change, guaranteed. It's rebellion, liberation, and mastery. Till next time.